What is going on? Welcome to Copy Launch and specifically the Ideal Client PersonaOS. I'm incredibly excited to walk through this with you because I know just how impactful it can be to your career as a copywriter and to your life in getting these core systems in place and building a copywriting business for yourself that is successful, profitable, and incredibly simple and straightforward to run. So let's not waste any time and let's dive in to Ideal Client PersonaOS right now. So this is the very first step that we need to undertake as copywriters that are business owners, because when you miss this step, every sequential step that comes thereafter is suboptimal and has problems. So what you're about to walk through is going to strengthen your positioning, it's going to strengthen your marketing, it's going to form the foundation for your offer and your pricing and your sales process and then your delivery processes as a copywriter to be more effective, be more efficient, and to generate and get paid premium prices. So 99% of copywriters miss this step, or they don't take the time that it needs to do it well. So then they jump into creating their offer or their marketing and it goes over people's heads because they're not speaking to one person in their marketing. So that magnetism isn't there, the resonance isn't there, the polarity isn't there, and it's not attracting people to them because it's a blasé message. It's shit, in other words. Okay? So our goals here, I'm going to help you understand who it is that you help, what their psychographics are, what you do for them better than you thought possible. It's going to strengthen everything that we do here together as you build out a simple, profitable copywriting business for yourself. Okay? And as always, I'm going to make this process super simple, easy, straightforward, and underwhelming. This here, the first time that you go through it, will take you maybe half an hour. Okay? But then you're going to come back to it and you're going to tweak things and you're going to add to it. It's just like the writing process. Okay? So the solution is, I believe that we have 8 simple steps here. Okay? So we're just going to complete 8 simple steps. The first one is, who do you exist for? You focus and you choose one kind of person here and you get hyper specific with it. So as copywriters, we are in the business of supporting businesses, whether they're solopreneurs, whether they're established companies, whether they're small businesses or they're large businesses. That's who we're serving. So you get to pick one type of business. It might be SaaS businesses, it might be podcasts, it might be online coaches, it might be crypto businesses, it might be AI businesses, something that you're passionate about and something that you love to write about. Okay? But what we do here is I want to get you to get specific with it. Okay? So an example that I have here is that at first you might come up with business coaches. Okay, that's good. Better is online business coaches. Okay, because now we're speaking to the business coaches that are in an online presence and not those that are in an offline face-to-face presence. And then the best is going a level deeper and saying they're the online business coaches that specialize in helping health and fitness coaches. Okay? Very, very simple. So now your messaging in the future can speak to online business coaches that are having trouble in getting health and fitness coaches into their business. Okay, this is the one type of person that you help, so that you can call them out and say, hey, I'm here for you and you only. This is what I specialize in. I am the authority and the expert here. And that strengthens the magnetism, the resonance, and the polarization of what you do in the future. Okay, the next thing is you identify what level of the game they're at. So what I mean by this is, are they just starting out? Are they already established? Or are they well established? Because by identifying which of those you help, they're going to have a different specific problem. Okay? So, are they just starting out and looking to get traction to get to their first 10K month? Okay? Do they have time in the market and they've seen some results and success, but now they want to consistently generate 20K a month? Or are they more experienced and looking to make a jump to 80K per month? So this is where you determine at what level of the game do you want to help. Okay, what person can you really get excited about writing for and supporting? The next is choosing the type of copy that you specialize in. This, again, strengthens your position in the market. This strengthens the magnetism, the resonance, and the polarity that your future messaging and offer and sales will have, because you're saying, I exist for this one type of person and I am the best that there is at doing this for them. So very early on, my focus was full funnels for online health and fitness businesses in the CrossFit space. That saw me work with gyms, that saw me work with coaches, that saw me work with podcasts, that saw me work with like emotional coaches and retreats. Like, it opened up a wider demo because they all perceive themselves to be that type of person. And what I wrote for those people was I optimized their funnels. That's it. I said, if you're currently running a funnel, which they all were, and it's not working as well as you want it to, which means that you're not generating enough traffic to it, or it's not converting the way that you want it to, and you're not seeing the sales that you want on the back end of it, I know how to optimize that for you, and I specialize in this industry. That messaging resonated and magnetized with them so deeply that the conversation became very, very simple and straightforward. And it also allowed all of the micro actions that I did in my marketing to get the people who were interested to put their hand up and say, hey, I like what you're doing, I'd love to hear more. It allowed me to make them specific and solve their specific problems too. So choose one type of copy that you specialize in, whichever one you, again, are most excited about. And man, I love writing these and I want to write them even more. Step 4, what is your ideal client's dream outcome that you help them achieve? Now, at the foundational level, they're business owners. It's going to come back to, I want to make more money. They're going to say it another way, whether it's more clients, better conversion rate, more traffic. Like, it always comes back to more money. We just need to understand that. These guys are business owners. They might say, I want to make a bigger impact and serve 1,000 people instead of 500 to feel better about myself. And it's like, well, are you going to do it for free? No, of course I'm not going to do it for free. Well, you're lying to yourself that you want to do it for impact, but you're really doing it for money. Otherwise, you would do it for free or for a low price. Okay? But we need to and want to meet them where they're at. So depending on the kind of copy that you choose to specialize in, their goal desire might look something like these ones that I have here. If you're specializing in email sequences, it's highly likely they want to add subscribers, increase open rates, and increase click rates so that they can generate more sales. Sales pages, drive more people to the page and get it to convert better to make more money. Full funnels, consistently do 20K a month with our funnel to make more revenue. Okay? So depending on the type of copy that you choose, you'll see key aspects here, but these would be individual to each client. So you might have a client that you do sales pages for, and they might want to drive 1,000 more people to it per month and get it to increase at 20%. But you're going to know that essentially what they're wanting is more traffic and better conversions. That's it. The specific numbers will look different depending on the business. Step 5 is where we start to identify how we need to talk so that we talk like they do and talk about the things that they care about. We are going after their values here. What are their core values? Okay? Again, this is going to amplify your marketing because they're going to be like, hey, this person gets me. They talk like I talk. And they get it. So a personal example here. When I did this, my ideal client is a copywriter that values simplicity, values specificity, values freedom, truth, continuous progress, ambition, independence, speed of results, feeling supported, and feeling certain. So I imagine that you like it when things are simple and straightforward for you. Yeah, that's the simplicity coming in. I imagine that you like it when you know exactly what to do in a step-by-step manner. Specificity value. I imagine you got into copywriting to create more freedom for yourself. You're ambitious because you want to grow a business for yourself. And you like feeling and being supported and not having to do everything all by yourself. And you feel safer and more secure when that support comes from someone that's done it before. So because I identified that, I'm imagining that you resonate and agree with some of, if not all of those things at a specific level. And that is because the marketing that I do resonates these core values at a subconscious level. Okay? The typical things that people will focus on here when it comes to values is price, speed, and risk that they take on. So you do want to use those and put them on a contrast level. So price, do they value low prices or do they value premium prices? Speed, do they value slow and steady and consistent or do they want rapid and fast? Risk, are they okay with risk or are they not okay with risk? You're just identifying your ideal client on that contrast for those three, and then you want these deeper values because it's going to speak to who they actually are as people. Okay? Step 6, their 5 most deeply painful problems. Okay? The process here, pen and paper, and write out every single problem that you can think that they have. Just get it all out, brain fart it all out onto paper. And then you can go through and analyze which of these is most painful for them. What are the 5 most painful ones here? And it's not what you think they are, it's these are the 5 most painful problems of my ideal client. Because you're going to attract those people when you focus on them. So these are the 5 problems that I want to focus on solving, and these are going to be the deeply emotional problems for my ideal client. Next step is you take those 5 problems and you write out all the specific experiences that they're having because of it. So let's say that a deeply emotional and painful problem is that they have a low conversion rate on their opt-in page. The experience is that they're wasting time and money driving traffic to it, and that's leaving them feeling really frustrated and disheartened. They're staring at their conversion rate and seeing 1% for the 4th week in a row. They're spending 5 days at their office trying to figure out what the problem is, and they're feeling dumbfounded because they don't know and they can't find a solution, and they feel incapable when they're around their colleagues because they're not achieving the goals that they're meant to, and they feel insecure around their bosses. So that's going to create specific stories and specific marketing angles and posts that you can use to say, hey, I get you. I know that you're experiencing this. It's not just that you have a opt-in page conversion rate problem. It's that you're experiencing these things and you don't want to experience them anymore. Last step is the most exciting and the best step. I fucking love AI, especially when it comes to research and analysis and ideation. I never use it for writing. I do use it to help me expand ideas, and then I go and I take something and run with it. But this final step is using what I call taking stock and then using AI to amplify it. So taking stock is this. Oh, nope, that's not the right one. Give me 1 second. So taking stock is a specific prompt that we give AI. I personally love Claude more than ChatGPT. Claude just has a deeper level of understanding and better writing than ChatGPT does. And then you ask it these specific questions. So the prompt is simply, I am a copywriter that helps insert your ICP, so your ideal client persona, to achieve this desired outcome. Please act as an expert market research analyst and help me better understand my target market so I can optimize my messaging and marketing to them. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Please answer them in depth and provide examples. Okay. So here's the one that I put in. I'm an experienced copywriter with 13 years of experience, 500 mil revenue generated for clients that helps copywriters build profitable copywriting businesses and learn how to write top 1% copy. So my ICP is copywriters, and the outcome is build profitable copywriting businesses and learn how to write top 1% copy. Okay. The next thing that I put in was the information you need to know. So this is what comes from the work that we've already done. Okay, I've said that the copywriters range from brand new to experienced. Okay, I added an age range, which is early 20s to late 40s, because they're the people that I really want to support, not any younger, not any older. I added a little demographic, okay, so that there was a little bit more specificity. This is where they live. This is their geography. I put what their current problems are, and I put what their stage of awareness is. And in marketing, it's typically going to be unaware and problem aware. Like you're speaking to people that are aware they have a problem or they don't have a problem and they're looking for the solution, or they might be solution aware where they know solutions exist but they don't know what's the best for them. So I like to include that there. And then I say, let me know when you've understood the information above, and I'll ask the questions. And then I punch them in. And this is what it looks like. It is absolutely incredible. Okay, so there's my prompt. It came back with, I understand your target market profile completely. Okay, and then I said, here are the questions. And look at this. It is phenomenal. Okay, like what's their perspective? I'm talented, but something's not clicking. Everyone else makes it look so easy. If I just work harder and get better, then success and results will follow. Okay, Their partner's thinking, when is this going to start paying off for XYZ? Maybe they should go back to a real job. Are we making a mistake supporting this stream? Other people's partners have stable incomes. What are you doing? Successful copywriters are thinking that, you just don't get it. You're making basic mistakes that I found out years ago. Potential clients are like, they seem desperate and inexperienced because of their marketing. Like, what do they fear? Public failure and embarrassment, financial ruin, professional irrelevance. What do they want to achieve? These things. Like, it's just incredible. Irrational fears. Irrational wants and desires. Nightmare story, dream story. All I did was I just took it and punched it into a Google Doc. And now I have this here that I can go back to for my future marketing when I'm like, okay, I need a structure and a plan to build my content around, or my ads around, or my messaging for my outreach around, or my messaging for my community engagement. And I can come here and I can take something and be like, I know how to expand on that and create a piece of content or an ad that focuses on it, or a lead magnet that focuses on it. Like, this is the holy grail of documents. So what I would love for you to do now is come in here, go file, make a copy of this, okay, and come through and answer each of these questions for yourself. And then share the document with me, and make sure that you go, anyone with the link can comment, because I will then come in and comment on it, and we will optimize it together from there. Okay, so come through and complete the 8 steps. And once you are done with the step 8, what you get from Claude in the AI, post it in here as well, because that way I will have it in here, and create your own document just with it. But only share this Ideal Client PersonaOS document with me, and keep the taking stock document for yourself. If you have any questions, please ask. I'm really excited to see what clarity and specificity and energy completing this Ideal Client PersonaOS has for you.